What's up, everybody? It is the best spot, Kids Move, OBSBOT brand ambassador, man. How you guys doing? I know it's been a while since I did a video, but this post, it did not catch me by surprise. And I know my reaction, my repost might seems very like triggerish, but it's not, right? So Ninja Theory and finally announced that HellBlade 2 is coming to PlayStation 5. Rightfully so, as the first game was a timed exclusive to the PS4 before Xbox acquired Ninja Theory. HellBlade 2 was one of my favorite games last year. I got the 100% completion, thought it was the best looking game of all time. People were disappointed that there was no performance mode. It got a lot of flack because it was 30 FPS. People said the game was whack. It wasn't a game. It wasn't gamified. The first one was better. All that jazz, right? Fast forward a year later, they are now announcing that a PS5 version is coming this summer, and it's called Senua Saga's HellBlade 2 Enhanced. Now, what does that mean? It says coming this summer with new features to be announced. Also coming to PS5, free update on Xbox Series X, S, PC, and Steam. You know what this means? Enhanced. It's enhanced because it's going to be enhanced for the PS5 Pro, likely with slightly better ray tracing, and it's going to have a performance mode. Now, this wasn't formally announced yet, these modes, but what could it be? Because my thing is, if you're releasing an enhanced version of this game and you're making a multi-plat, if you're not adding like missions, it's just a content update, right? And a content update is 60 FPS. I quote tweeted Clobro, and I said, force Xbox fans to play at 30 FPS only to wait a year plus to bring it to PlayStation to finally give a 60 FPS update. Middle finger. Now, this is, I mean this. So the problem I have with this is I don't care that it's coming to PlayStation. It's not, we kind of, the writing's on the wall. Xbox is the is Ubisoft for the console. But the issue is like, okay, you could have been given Xbox a 60 FPS update. Why time this down with the PlayStation release? We don't care. Like, dude, you could have been giving us why wait? You know what I mean? So that's what the thing is like they let the game out, they capped it at 30 FPS, whatever. It's still like, to its credit, it's a good looking game, right? So, but as far as the performance mode, it was just like, and I wasn't even salty. I forget, like, I mean, if I wanted to play at 60 FPS, I played on PC. I booted it up on PC. I think after I beat the game, I think I went back to get like maybe 2 more achievements. I did that on the PC. It's no biggie, whatever. It didn't hinder my experience. But the thing is, I don't care to go back to the game only because I 100% completed it. Now, I played through it twice because they have a replay mode where you could play with different narrators, which I thought is cool. So my thing is, I don't intend to play this game and unless they're going to have story DLC or some additional content where there's more gameplay DLC. If they do that, then sure, I would definitely easily jump back into HellBlade to reinstall it because I thought it was a good game for what we got. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the first game easily. But this is like, Xbox, I think I lost, I wouldn't call it an official bet, but a gentleman's bet. Where I think Red Dragon posted Xbox is going to release more games for PlayStation this year than they do for Xbox. And technically it's true, even though everything they released for PlayStation this year, they released for Xbox. It's just that they're porting games. A lot of games are being ported, and these games that are being ported already existed on Xbox. So there's nothing really to release there. But I think by the end of the year, Xbox would have only dropped 2 games like exclusively for Xbox, and those are mistakes. When I say mistakes, like they just happen to be products of them not being full blown multi-plat when they were gearing up to release these games, and that's South of Midnight and Avowed. So you can expect those on PlayStation next year, if not by the end of this year. But strangely enough, there was an exclusive announced. There actually is 2 weird exclusives. I think there's this arcade app, which I'll talk about in the next video, which is exclusive to Game Pass. It's a game. It's an arcade, a retro game like catalog exclusive to Game Pass. So you have to have Game Pass to get access to it, and then you play the games within the app. Cool. But Space Marine, the remaster, I think the original game came out in 2012, 2013. I actually just installed the game because you could pre-download it right now on Xbox Series X from the Game Pass app. And it's the full thing. It's not the little 320 megabytes. It's definitely the full game, and it's coming out I think June 10th. So we don't got a long wait. Space Marine 2 now. Not Space Marine 2, but Space Marine. The strange thing. This is the strange thing, right? This was announced. I'm looking for just an announcement trailer, by the way. I might have to go to somebody's account, but this, I've been looking for it just to see like maybe who, but it looks like this was announced exclusively for, why did it just go to this picture? The hell's wrong? The heck? All right. It was exclusively announced for Xbox and PC and Game Pass. This is not an Xbox. Like this poster is not from Xbox. This is like from like Sega. Because I think they're publishing the game. So it's going to be on Epic Games. I don't know why this isn't coming to PlayStation. Like, and I don't think Xbox would pay for any sort of exclusive rights. You know what I mean? The most they'll do is pay for some Game Pass access, but that was announced today. Yeah, I don't understand why that, and no wonder I didn't ask for Space Marine 2. Yeah, here we go, Sega. This is the 47-second trailer for Space Marine Remastered. The original game did come out on the Xbox 360. I think PC. I don't know if it came out for PS3. I really couldn't tell you. I did not play the original game, but they are remastering it, and it's coming out literally in about 2.5 weeks. And so this is a bit of a surprise, and is again, this is Sega. They can announce it for whichever, but we're gonna watch the trailer to the end and just confirm that we're not bugging. Yeah, play day one on Xbox Game Pass. Now, I will say I had beaten this game with Gaming Addict and Blessed Red. Damn, was that last year? Was that late last year or was that earlier this year? No, that was sometime last year. I forgot when Space Marine 2 came out. But I had a blast. I had my gripes with it because I thought the game was overrated. But I would definitely play this for sure, being that I'm fresh off of Space Marine 2. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts. Xbox's exclusivity thing is in a weird like place. I still don't get it. You know what I mean? I still don't understand. I still don't like it, but they like it because they're definitely doing. They're having a wonderful year in terms of financials. I think they're the best-selling game on. I think on PlayStation they have the top sellers. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'm logged into Blue Sky, but I'm gonna type in Matt Piscatella. They are where he typically posts, but he's not on X no more. But people post his content on. There we go. People post his content. So this is what this is what's pretty much being said, right? The best-selling games on each platform. So this is monthly. I think this is the active users. Wait, no, this is old. There we go. This is what I was looking for. All right, best-selling games. Now, I think this is overall, but it looks like, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered bestseller in April, and that came out. That was a shadow drop at the end of the month. It was the best-selling game of the month, and is also, I think, top 3 best-selling game of the year so far. Forza Horizon 5, number 2. This is things PlayStation. Forza Horizon 5 was also, I think, a top 5 when it launched on the Series X as well. MLB The Show, Minecraft, that's another Microsoft property. Indiana Jones, number 6. I don't know where now this one. I don't know where Indiana Jones landed when it came to launch. I got to go back and look in history to see how high it charted when it released in December. And Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and then rounding out the top 20 is The Elder Scrolls Online. So Xbox has, since their Multiplat takeover, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in the top 20. 6 games in the top 20. So they're happy. They're happy. And you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, they got their games are selling. You know what I mean? Shouts to the PlayStation guys for buying the games. That's all people care about is, sales. I mean, I'm not going to complain. As long as I got my Game Pass, I am good. But yeah, no, this is pretty much what it's been. Matt on Blue Sky says, after just 1 week on the market, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered is already 3rd best-selling game of 2025 in the U.S. in dollar sales, trailing only Monster Hunter Wilds and Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. So, no, it's been a really good year. The only thing I don't like about this, I need to see that charts, man. The only thing I don't like about this, and the thing is, this is where I don't understand how sales work. Because I don't see Claire Obscure's Expedition 33, and we know that sold well. I think they hit 3 million, and it's not on the best sellers of the top 20. So I want to know where it landed. That I would say Claire Obscure is definitely the best game that launched in this month. Great game, incredible game of the generation for me. But yeah, man, that's all I got for you guys for today's video. I definitely wanted to cover Xbox Multiplat strategy again, because 1 week and this week they've announced another game going to the rival platform while also being recipient of an exclusive title in the Space Marine Remaster. I definitely got to figure out what really happened there, because that is next level. I'm not actually sure why that's a thing, but as always, guys, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace and love.